He was once the embodiment of Hollywood allure, a man whose smoldering eyes, refined elegance, and effortless charm seemed to bring romance to life on the silver screen. Richard Gere was more than an actor. He was a symbol of a generation that believed in fairy tale love and cinematic sophistication. From the stylish decadence of American Gigolo to the enduring magic of Pretty Woman, Gere defined the modern leading man. His performances communicated both confidence and vulnerability, captivating audiences without ever seeming ostentatious. Beneath the tuxedos, carefully tailored smiles, and public admiration, however, lay a man grappling with two worlds: the dazzling, often superficial realm of Hollywood fame, and a quieter, deeper search for personal meaning. While millions cheered for his performances, few understood the private journey of a man navigating both desire and conscience, ultimately leading him to a life measured less by applause than authenticity. Early life and foundations. Richard Tiffany Gere was born on February 7, 1949 in Philadelphia, and grew up in Syracuse, New York, as the second of 5 children in a working-class household. His father, Homer, worked in insurance, and his mother, Doris, nurtured a warm, disciplined home. Though the family lacked wealth, it offered stability, creativity, and moral grounding that profoundly shaped Gere's worldview. From a young age, he displayed dual interests: the discipline of athletics and the expressive pull of the arts. Excelling in gymnastics in high school, he earned a scholarship to the University of Massachusetts to study philosophy, exploring questions of purpose and meaning. Music became another sanctuary. He taught himself piano, trumpet, and guitar, discovering a voice for emotions words could not yet convey. These early influences laid the groundwork for a life where intellect, artistry, and discipline would coexist, distinguishing him from the archetypal Hollywood leading man. Discovering the stage. In the early 1970s, Gere moved to New York City with a guitar and a quiet determination to pursue acting. The journey was neither immediate nor glamorous. He began with small theater productions, slowly building a reputation for natural magnetism and understated intensity. One breakthrough came with a London production of Grease, in which he played Danny Zuko years before John Travolta brought the character to international fame. Beyond the stage, Gere gravitated toward Buddhism, meditation, and travel, seeking insights beyond ambition. Friends recalled a young man polite, introspective, and quietly searching for deeper meaning. Even as he honed his craft, he balanced drive with reflection, a duality that shaped his career choices, activism, and personal life. This combination of artistry, intellect, and spiritual curiosity distinguished him from peers and hinted at a future in which fame would coexist with thoughtful restraint. Breaking through in film, Richard Gere's first significant screen appearance came in Terrence Malick's Days of Heaven, 1978, where he portrayed a drifting laborer entangled in love and tragedy. His naturalistic approach stood apart from the more theatrical performances typical of Hollywood at the time. Yet it was American Gigolo, 1980, that truly transformed him into a cultural icon. As Julian Kay, a high-end escort navigating desire and danger in Los Angeles, Gere combined polished elegance with subtle vulnerability. Armani suits, poised demeanor, and smoldering charisma made him a symbol of 1980s sophistication, yet his performance retained emotional depth. Audiences were captivated, critics praised his understated intensity, and suddenly, the shy boy from Syracuse became a global phenomenon. Despite newfound fame, Gere remained discerning, choosing roles that challenged him artistically rather than chasing superficial success. This period cemented his status not only as a romantic lead, but also as an actor who demanded substance in every performance. defining the romantic hero. The early 1980s solidified Gere as Hollywood's quintessential romantic protagonist. An Officer and a Gentleman, 1982, showcased his rare ability to blend strength, vulnerability, and charm. As Zach Mayo, a rebellious naval trainee with a wounded heart, Gere delivered a performance both commanding and tender, leaving indelible images of romance etched into cinematic history. His subsequent work in films such as Breathless, 1983, and The Cotton Club, 1984, revealed his willingness to embrace flawed, complex characters, avoiding the trap of typecasting. While contemporaries chased scandal or spectacle, Gere prioritized craft and emotional authenticity. Audiences were drawn not only to his charm but also to the sense of humanity he infused into every role. This balance between allure and depth became his hallmark, establishing him as a romantic ideal while signaling a commitment to meaningful storytelling over fleeting popularity. The Golden Era, Pretty Woman and beyond. The 1990s marked perhaps the most iconic chapter in Gere's career. In Pretty Woman, 1990, he played Edward Lewis, a wealthy businessman who falls for a spirited, independent woman. Opposite a then-unknown Julia Roberts, Gere's performance balanced charm, magnetism, and emotional realism. The film shattered box office records, immortalized both stars, and reinforced Gere's status as a timeless leading man. Unlike many peers, he coupled commercial appeal with artistic integrity, refusing to compromise either. Throughout the decade, he explored thrillers, musicals, and courtroom dramas, including Primal Fear, 1996, and Chicago, 2002, showcasing versatility beyond romance. Simultaneously, Gere championed humanitarian causes like Tibetan rights and AIDS awareness. This dual existence, beloved star on screen and principled activist off, defined his career, illustrating a rare blend of fame, responsibility, and personal conviction that few Hollywood actors achieve. A life beyond the spotlight. Rather than chasing relevance, Gere embraced a life defined by family, faith, and humanitarian service. In 2018, he married Alejandra Silva, a Spanish activist and publicist, decades his junior. Together, they had 2 children, grounding Gere in a domestic rhythm Hollywood had never offered him. Activism became more pronounced, spanning Tibetan rights, environmental protection, and broader humanitarian work. While these efforts rarely made headlines, they were deeply impactful, reflecting his commitment to meaningful change rather than fame. Gere's life outside cinema emphasized authenticity and intentionality. By prioritizing causes, relationships, and personal growth, he illustrated that fulfillment comes not from accolades or adoration, but from living in alignment with one's values. This chapter of his life reveals a man at peace with the choices he had made, fully inhabiting a life shaped by principle rather than public expectation. The human side of a legend Gere's story is ultimately one of transformation rather than decline. He transitioned from Hollywood's spotlight to a quieter existence not out of scandal, but through conscious choice. He retained charm, elegance, and magnetism while redirecting his energy toward what he considered truly meaningful: family, humanitarian work, and self-discovery. For audiences, he remains an emblem of romance and artistic depth. For activists and humanitarians, he is a model of principled action. Gere's life challenges conventional ideas of success, illustrating that leaving the center of attention can amplify one's impact in less visible but profoundly significant ways. His journey reminds us that courage often lies not in public acclaim, but in the deliberate pursuit of a life aligned with heart, conscience, and purpose. In every sense, Gere exemplifies the balance of artistry and authenticity. A life fully lived. Richard Gere's life exemplifies fulfillment as measured by authenticity rather than accolades. He embraced art, love, fatherhood, and activism with equal devotion, confronting loss, scrutiny, and fading fame without compromise. His later work in intimate, character-driven films reaffirmed the enduring fire of his talent, which evolved rather than diminished. By quietly mentoring, supporting humanitarian initiatives, and prioritizing meaningful relationships, Gere impacted lives beyond box office numbers. His journey is a testament to resilience, depth, and intentionality, demonstrating that stepping away from the spotlight does not reduce a legacy but enriches it. Through a life fully lived on his own terms, Gere teaches a timeless lesson. The most significant achievements often lie not in public recognition, but in the values we uphold and the quiet, meaningful choices we make every day. The enduring question. As history reflects on Richard Gere, the central question persists. Will he be remembered as the romantic hero of Hollywood, or the man who chose principle over fame? Perhaps the answer is both. Gere embodied elegance, allure, and cinematic magic, while demonstrating that true courage often means taking the road less traveled. His story encourages reflection on the paths we choose, the values we uphold, and the victories that remain unseen yet profoundly shape a life. Above all, Richard Gere's greatest role may have never been on screen, but in the life he deliberately crafted, a life grounded in integrity, family, and purposeful action. His story remains an enduring inspiration, illustrating that living authentically, even when the world turns away, is one of the most revolutionary acts of all.